Hello guys! So, sorry it's been a while. I have not done a video in quite some time. My last video, I believe, I was talking about my sonohystogram and how I have to now do a little surgery. So that is going to be next week on the 11th of January. So I have that all scheduled. I met with my doctor today, my fertility doctor, and she went over everything and she kind of spoke to us about our embryos and kind of what she suggests on what we should do for the transfer. And she put out there that it's probably safe for me to just do one for now. We do have 12 pretty good embryos, so we have a good variety to pick from. And she wants to start with one, and just, I guess that she kind of explained that she wants to see how welcoming my uterus is. And, you know, sometimes it takes a couple shots for the baby to stick. She said there's some women, it takes a few times. There's some women where they are very welcoming to the embryo. And so, yeah, we don't really know what kind of home my uterus is, basically. That's kind of the way she put it, which I thought was interesting. She doesn't really know what kind of environment it is for an embryo and implantation and all that kind of stuff. So she wanted to start with one embryo. It is on the 31st is our transfer. So good news is my surgery next week doesn't really set anything back. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I got my schedule. So basically I stopped taking the birth control on the 10th. And then it said I'll start my period in about 2 to 5 days. And then the 11th is I have my baseline ultrasound. And then right after that appointment, that same day on the 11th, I have my hysteroscopy. So it's not really a surgery. They are putting me under. It's not like they're cutting me open or anything like that. I keep calling it surgery, but it's really not. To me, a surgery is where they're making an incision and, you know, so basically they are putting me to sleep. I think some doctors for hysteroscopies, they will do this operation when you're awake. My doctor likes to put her patients to sleep just for the comfort. It's not very comfortable. So yes, that's what I'm getting done, is my hysteroscopy next week. And basically that's a little camera that they stick up into your cervix and they make sure your uterus is okay. And then she takes a little tool up there and cuts out the little tissue that has built up. She did say that she probably could have let me had a period and it might have sloughed off and it would have been gone and they would have done another sonohystogram, but that means I have to go get another sonohystogram. That would be more waiting. She thinks that just doing the hysteroscopy now, cleaning out my uterus, it's going to give my chances for implantation way better chance. And she thinks that this is the better way to go. So that way my uterus is completely clean and nice and pretty for the little embryo to hopefully implant easily. And so yeah, that's going to be on next week, the 11th. So I'm nervous because I know it's not going to be painful. Like my egg retrieval was traumatizing. If you look back into my other, I think it's like 2 videos, I explained how horrible my egg retrieval was. So hearing that I have to go under again, it kind of freaked me out. But my doctor talked to me today and she kind of put my mind at ease that it's going to be way easier than the egg retrieval. And, you know, obviously I don't have huge ovaries that are swollen. I did have a huge egg count. I had 31 eggs they retrieved. So because of that, it was very painful for me. I also have PCOS. So my ovaries were huge and inflamed, and my left one was resting on my bladder. So I've never been in so much pain in my life. I won't go down that road. If you want to watch a video on that, go back to, I think, like 2 or 3 videos from this one, and I will explain all the details of my egg retrieval. So yeah, she kind of put my mind at ease that it's definitely not going to be like the egg retrieval. However, I hate being put under anesthesia. I don't like it. My body doesn't agree with it. It makes me very nauseous afterwards. I wasn't too bad after my egg retrieval. I was nauseous. They gave me Zofran to help with the nausea, which did help a little bit, but I had 2 days afterwards of just being super nauseous from the anesthesia. So I'm not looking forward to that. And it's just scary being put under. I don't know. I just don't like it. So anyways, I have really no choice in the matter. I have to do it, and it's just one step closer to baby. So I get that done next week. My baseline ultrasound is next week, right before my surgery. It says January 13th, I will begin my estrogen tablets. Sorry. I'll begin my estrogen tablets as outlined on the treatment protocol. You will receive at baseline. So my baseline ultrasound, I'll get another treatment protocol. January 18th, I have another ultrasound and blood work appointment. January 25th, it says final passing ultrasound and blood work appointment. You will be given additional instructions regarding remaining medications after this appointment. And then January 31st is my embryo transfer. So exciting, you guys. It has been a journey. I'll say that for sure. I hate to be negative, but I think I said this in my last videos. I don't think I'll do IVF again. Not a fan. I will be very appreciative if I do get a baby out of this cycle. Not this cycle, but I mean if one of these embryos, these 12 embryos stick, hopefully it works out that way, and hopefully I get a baby out of one of these. Ideally, we do want 2 babies. What was I saying? So basically, my ideal plan for the embryos that I got from this IVF cycle is to hopefully get pregnant with one. That's a whole other topic. I'm going to try and stay on line because I always veer off. So basically, I want to transfer one embryo, and we do have the sex of the babies, each embryo. We are going to go for a girl embryo first. Even though I would take either, I would take a boy or a girl. I really want a boy. I really want a girl. But we decided on transferring a girl first, which is ironic because our 2 healthiest embryos are a boy and a girl, and they're the ones that were hatching. So they grade it. If it's hatching, then it's pretty good embryo. So our 2 best embryos are a boy and a girl. So ideally, in a perfect world, we will transfer one and then the next one a few years down the road. That is our ideal plan. Unfortunately, things don't go perfectly like that. So we will make a plan B when we need to. But yeah, that's kind of the goal. We do just want 2 babies, boy and girl. And like I was going to say, with the embryo count, I talked to her today and she only wants me to transfer 1, like I said. I wanted to transfer 2, but she thought I have a few different health complications, and she just doesn't think it's a good idea for me. So she thinks that do 1, transfer on the 31st. If that doesn't stick, we'll do another one next cycle. If that doesn't stick, we'll do 2. We'll transfer 2. And then after that, we'll go from there and see how many embryos we have left. You know, once they take them out of frozen, sometimes they're not good anymore. So we have to kind of go off of that too. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. Like I said, things don't go smoothly, unfortunately. And in my world, I feel like there's so many bumps in my road. But hey, it's life, right? You have these struggles and it makes you stronger. So that is the goal, guys. 1 embryo on the 31st, and it's gonna be a girl. Perfect embryo, graded perfect, good. So hopefully when they take it out of frozen, it's good, viable embryo. We'll see how it goes from there. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? I feel like there's so much. So yeah, I told you guys about the surgery, the transfer, the 1 embryo. I've been sick for 13 days. I had bronchitis. They thought I had pneumonia. I almost went to the hospital yesterday because my cold was just not going away, and I was coughing. That's why I sound really stuffed up and my voice is so disgusting. I have never been this sick in my life. It started off with a stomach flu. My last video, I mentioned that I wasn't feeling good and I had a stomach bug. It was a stomach flu. I had it for about 2 days. And then Christmas Day, it turned into a full-blown, horrible cold. I've never been that sick in my life. Between that and my healing of my egg retrieval, I'm done. I'm done with feeling crummy. And my poor husband, he wants his wife back. Every night I don't feel good and I'm sick, and yeah, sorry, I won't vent about it because I'll get really emotional because it's been hard. It's been a hard few weeks, few months. But anyways, yeah, that's the plan on that. I need to get healthy. If my transfer is on the 31st, I have to start feeling better, and if I'm not good, if I'm not feeling my best next week, they have to cancel my surgery. She told me if I have a cough, I have a horrible cough right now. She said if I still have a cough next week, they can't put me to sleep with a cough. The anesthesiologist won't let that happen. So yeah, I'm hoping that this gets kicked in the butt immediately. I have so much to do. I have so many errands around. My house is a mess. We're currently remodeling some of our house right now before we get pregnant, so that way it's done with and our house looks good. All of our projects are done, but unfortunately, I'm sicker than a dog, and I have to rest, and it's very hard for me to sit down and do nothing. So I have to though, because I can't be sick for next week, my appointment. So that's kind of the news on that, you guys. I wanted to do a whole thing with all my medications. I think I'm gonna do a separate video on that, and I'll post that after this one. This video is getting way too long, so I'm gonna cut it short. That's the update, guys, and I will do another video next week, probably after my surgery or before it, or I'll just record the whole day, being back in the hospital, being hooked up to an IV again. Not looking forward to it, but what can you do? You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. So that's the news, and I'll do another video next week. And I hope you guys had a good Christmas and a good holiday. And yeah, I just hope you guys all have a great 2017. 2016 was it was a doozy for me and my husband. So I am excited for a new year. I didn't start out too great with my sickness, but it's gonna turn around. I know it is. It's gonna be a good year. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, subscribed to my channel, and I will update you guys along the way. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.